us? Where do they think we are? Cattle?
Look, we're moving you to a nice new prison. What do you want, cushions too?
Never mind him. This is our chance. Run for it. There goes Mason. Come on.
How many men attacked the wagon?
4, as far as I could see. They got away. We rounded up 3 of the prisoners, sir, but one of them, Fred Mason, still at large.
Fred Mason, eh? I remember the case. He's doing life for murder, isn't he?
That's right. Been in for 6 years.
Any line on him?
Well, the sheriff at Timber Ridge reported some clothes stolen there yesterday by a man answering Mason's description. Says he has the fellow spotted. I'd like to go after him myself, sir.
Oh, I think you could use a little rest, Tom.
Well, you may be right, but I still feel I should go after him.
Now, don't worry. I'll put a good man on the case. Notify the sheriff that our Deputy Marshal, Rocky Lane, will meet him just outside of Timber Ridge.
Howdy, Sheriff.
You Rocky Lane?
That's right. I got here as quick as I could.
I've still got our man spotted in the shack over by the woods. But I ain't so sure he's a fellow, Marshal. You ever see this fellow Mason?
No, I haven't. Just a picture. He's about 28, light brown hair, 6 foot tall, and about 180 pounds.
Well, that checks. Is he dangerous?
Well, he was sent up for murder.
I see what you mean. He won't exactly welcome us.
Especially with these. All right, come on. That's him, all right.
I didn't know he had friends around. Never mind me. Get after them.
They won't get far. I've got an idea where Mason's heading. We got to get you to a doctor.
Well, thanks for the feed, Jim. See you on your next run.
Come on.
It's about time for lunch, Uncle Nugget. Hungry?
Hungry? I'm so hungry I could eat a whole bear with his coat on.
You mean your lettuce salad, don't you?
Now see here, Helen. My stomach's all right. And I ain't gonna eat no more of that rabbit food.
Oh, yes, you are. After you've taken your pill. Hold out your hand.
Salad. Pills. Fine thing for a full-grown man like me to be taking. Here, you take it. See how you like it. That's gonna do you a lot of good.
Nugget.
Fred Mason. Fred, what are you doing here? When did they let you out of prison?
They didn't. I escaped.
Oh, well, that's different. Escaped? Fred, you can't do this.
Why can't I? You know I didn't kill Thornton.
I never thought you did. But everybody else...
Yeah, they thought I did. I need a fresh horse, Nugget. Mine gave out a couple of miles back.
Take Juniper here.
Thanks.
Where are you going?
Silver City.
Won't find nothing there. Folks all moved out about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but a ghost town now.
Lunch is ready, Uncle Nugget.
That's Allan Thornton, isn't it?
Yeah, you better not let her see you. She still thinks you killed her father, and she's mighty bitter about it, too. Come on, you better get going.
Right, I'll get in touch with you later.
I'll bring some food over to Silver City for you.
Thanks, Nugget.
Uncle Nugget!
I'm coming! Can't get there in just a second. Howdy, stranger.
Howdy, old-timer. Can I borrow some of your water?
Sure, help yourself. That's what it's here for.
Thank you.
Now, if there's nothing else you want, I got work to do.
Here, let me help you.
Good idea. Just set it in there. Thank you.
I would like something else. Some information concerning a fellow named Fred Mason. Ever hear of him?
Mason? Mason. It's funny. Slips my mind. Can't seem
He was
to...
accused of murdering John Thornton about 6 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They sent him up for life, didn't they?
He escaped from prison last week. I've got an idea he'll be heading this way.
What makes you think that?
He was also accused of stealing a lot of money, which no one ever found.
So you figured he'd come back here to get it, huh?
Wouldn't you? They say it was over $100,000.
Ha! For $100,000, I'd head back here so fast. Before
Would you know this Fred Mason if you saw him, old-timer?
I don't think...
I would. He killed my father. What do you want with him?
He escaped from prison, ma'am.
Escaped?
I'm a deputy marshal sent to bring him in. How well do you know him?
We grew up together in Silver City.
Helen's been my ward ever since her father died.
I see. It's funny you don't remember about that stolen money.
Oh, that money. Almost forget about it. That was when Brit Condor and his gang of outlaws was a raid in Silver City about 6 years ago. Got so bad the folks was leaving town. Helen's father, he was a banker there, told them he'd bury their money in a safe place. Fred Mason didn't just quite agree with that. He figured they ought to stay there and fight it out. Well, there was a little argument about it.
There was a big argument the morning we were about to leave town. Fred Mason killed my father and stole the money.
I don't believe it.
Well, I do. I hope you catch him and put him back where he belongs.
That's what I intend to do, ma'am. How far is Silver City from here?
About 2 miles. But I don't think he'd ever go back there.
I think maybe he would. I'll just ride over there and take a look around. Don't do it. You're going back, Mason.
Who are you?
Rocky Lane, a deputy marshal. It'll go easier with you if you bring that money back with us.
You won't believe me, but I don't know where it is.
Then what did you come back here for? You and those friends of yours from Timber Ridge.
Friends of mine? I don't know who they were. I came back here alone to try and find that money, and to prove I didn't kill Thornton.
You were given a fair trial and found guilty. I was sent to bring you in. Let's get started.
You ain't taking them no place, Marshal. Hand over them guns. Come on. Hand them over.
All right. Now I'll take yours.
God, ding it, I fell for that old trick again.
You didn't tell me you and Mason were such good friends.
You didn't ask me that. Sure, we're good friends. I've known him ever since he was a pup that high. And he didn't kill John Thornton. I'll bet my life on that.
It's no use, Nugget.
Well, if you're taking him, you're taking me, too. I'd like to get a chance to talk to them law fellas. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
And they'll probably give you a piece of theirs. Let's go.
Well, I see you found your friend.
Yeah, I found him, Hank. This is my stable boy, Hank Pearson. Oh, he ain't armed, and he don't know any fancy gun tricks. He rode over here to help me, because he got a heart, and he believes in people.
Which is more than you can say for me, eh? Where's your horse?
In the alley.
Get it. Now, you and your stable boy get back to the relay station. Quit interfering. I'm taking Mason in. Mount up.
Got you covered. Throw that other gun, you'll all be killed. Now climb down off your horses.
Better do like he says.
Brit Condor, the outlaw.
Yeah. And his brother Luke.
Get their guns, Luke.
Bring him inside. We've been waiting for you, Mason.
What for?
Figured you could help us find the money that's buried here.
I don't know where it is.
No, but you can find it. That's what you came back here for. You must have got something out of Thornton before you killed him. You've had 6 years in prison to figure out where he buried it. You're figuring better be right. You can go any place in town you want to look for it. But don't try to pull anything and don't try to leave. Because my men will be watching you wherever you go.
I don't know where it is any more than you do.
You better do like my brother says.
Lay off, Luke. He'll find it all right, him and his pals. This the old coot that runs the relay station, huh?
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
I don't know, brother. Never seen him before.
Maybe he's trying to horn in. That won't be good for him.
He's Rocky Lane, a friend of mine. Escaped from prison with me.
Oh? Well, you got me to thank for that, mister. You see, it was my boys that shot up the prison wagon so you could make a break for it. They've been trailing you ever since.
Brett figured you'd be back here.
You're gonna find that money all right, Mason. Or you and your pals won't ever get out of here alive. So start looking.
Why didn't you tell him who I was?
I don't know. I was afraid.
I'll tell you why. Fred knew that Condor would shoot you on the spot if he found out you was a lawman. Fred didn't tell him because he ain't no killer. That's why.
I see.
Well, it's about time you did. Hey, where's Hank?
He ducked down the alley during the shooting.
Good boy. When it comes to fast and fancy riding, there ain't a better lad in the whole county. He'll get us out of here. You just wait and see.
I'm afraid he can't, Nugget.
Hank. Why, them dirty, low-down varmints.
What are we going to do now?
One of two things. Make a break for it and get killed like Hank. Or turn the money over to Condor.
You still think I know where it is, don't you? You've got to believe me, Marshal. I'm telling you the truth.
I'd like to. But I haven't got any proof.
I never did see anyone so ding-dang stubborn except Helen Thornton. Helen. She's sure going to be fretting when I don't show up to meet that stage.
What time is the next stage due?
In about an hour. What are you doing?
I want you to give this note to the driver of that stage.
What is it?
A message to the sheriff of the nearest town, telling him to bring a posse over to your relay station at sunup tomorrow.
Sheriff and a posse. That'll do it. They can... Hey, wait a minute. I can't get out of here to deliver this note.
Maybe we can fix it so you can.
Where do you think you're going?
I want to see your brother.
Right here. So you found the money, huh? I figured you guys get smart and hand it over. Well, where is it?
Condor, we haven't found the money yet. But there is something you ought to know.
What?
Well, if Nugget here doesn't get back to meet that stage, the girl at the relay station is apt to think something's wrong.
Ain't that too bad?
Could be. She knows he came over here. If he doesn't come back, she's apt to notify the law. I don't know about you, but I don't want any law around here.
Maybe you got something there. What time's the stage due?
Less than an hour. I just got time to make it.
All right. Wait a minute. Luke, you and Blackie ride over to the relay station with the old coot and keep your eye on him. After he meets the stage, bring him back. Get going.
Uncle Nugget, where have you been? You missed lunch.
Lost my appetite. Ran into some friends of mine.
Who are they? I never saw them.
Old couple of boys from one of the ranches over near Silver City. This is my ward, Helen. Stage ain't got here yet, has it?
No, it's a little late, but... Oh, here it comes now.
Ooh.
Hey, Nugget. Howdy, Ben. Howdy. Say, give me a little hand down here, will you?
We don't have to change horses. They're still fresh.
Ain't you even gonna water 'em?
No, just watered back about 5 miles. I'm running a little behind schedule. Any mail to go?
I'll go see.
Here's the mail bag.
Thanks, Miss Allan. Well, see you, Nugget.
Wait a minute, Ben. Wait a minute. Here, get this filled at Overton for me, will you? It's just a prescription for my stomach. The doc gave it to me the last time he was through here. Maybe you better read it, Ben, just in case you lose it on the way.
All right.
Been awful poorly lately. This is going to bring me some relief.
Yeah. I'll see that you get this right away. Quick.
Thanks, Ben.
Yep.
I promised the boys that I'd help them with a job over at their place. I'll be back later.
Come on, let's get moving.
Everything all right?
Yep, we met the stage. Looks like we won't need the old man anymore. Why don't I just get rid of him? Besides, it's getting a little crowded around here.
Stay out. Like you're out of condition, Luke. Kind of sticking your neck out for the old coot, ain't you, Lane?
I was thinking of myself. But we need him to meet the stage in the morning.
Maybe you're right. But maybe I won't wait that long, Mason. I want that money, and I want it quick.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I can thank you for saving my life, Rocky.
Well, What happened at the relay station?
I got the note to the driver.
I sure hope he delivers it.
He will. I can't figure why you want the sheriff and the posse to go to the relay station. Why didn't you tell him to come right here?
By the time the sheriff gets that note, he and the posse will just have time to get there by sunup. If we'd had him come here, they wouldn't stand a chance. Condor's lookouts would slaughter him.
How are we going to let him know where we are?
There's an early morning stage, isn't there?
Yeah, around about 7.
Try to pull the same thing we did before. Tell Condor you want to show up at the relay station to meet it.
All we got to do is to wait until morning.
Yeah, if we live that long.
That's right. Condor's getting mighty impatient. We got to put on a good act. Make him think we're looking for that money.
So far, so good, Rocky. Only a few more hours to go.
My back's near broke from all this bending. I just gotta sit down.
If Condor sees you in that position, he's apt to make it permanent.
I'm standing.
Wish we could find that money.
So do I, Fred.
Sark for sure buried that money deep.
Over there.
Sutton.
You know him?
Mr. Sutton used to be the lawyer here in Silver City.
You see, they know me. Who's he?
Rocky Lane, friend of ours. What are you doing here?
I heard about Fred escaping from prison. I knew he'd come here.
How'd you know that?
The money, Fred. You're the only one who knows where it is.
But I don't. Even if I did, I couldn't get it out of town.
Why?
Brit Condor and his men are here. They're watching every move we make.
Condor? What's he doing here?
He's got an idea Fred knows where the money is, too. He's keeping us around till he finds it. What brought you back here, Mr. Sutton?
Do my civic duty. Fred, you must give that money back to the people it rightfully belongs to.
Are you in the habit of doing your civic duties with a gun?
I knew he was a convict. I wasn't taking any chances. I was just covering him.
Like I'm doing right now. I'll take that gun, Lane, unless you want a bullet in the back from Luke. What are you doing here?
I've been trying to convince this young man he ought to give himself up to the law.
Before he does that, he's got a little job to do for me, and I ain't gonna wait much longer.
We were on our way to the bank. Fred's got an idea the money's over there.
Well, it better be more than an idea. I got ways to freshen up his memory. I'll get going.
Fred. How well do you know this Sutton?
Oh, like I told you, he was a lawyer here. I've known him for years.
Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with John. Except he always acted like he was going to jump out of his skin.
Wait here. I'll be back in a minute.
Don't you see, Britt? I said that about the law so they wouldn't think there was anything between you and me. I can help by sticking close to them.
Help who? You or me, Sutton?
Why, both of us, of course. We were partners, remember?
I'm not so sure you didn't double-cross me 6 years ago.
I didn't believe me. If I'd known where that money was, I'd never have come back here, would I?
Not if you were in your right mind, you wouldn't. All right. You stick close to those three and report to me.
Sure, Britt. And I'd better have my gun. I might need it.
Just keep in mind who you're working for.
Of course.
And remember, I don't want anything to happen to that Mason kid until he gets me that money. What do you want, Lane?
I came back for a lantern. Mason's gonna need it looking for that money.
Rocky.
Sutton's rig. It's a perfect way out of here. Climb on.
Forget it,
Harry, Slim! Get after
Take it easy, Fred.
I'm all right. What's going on?
Nothing. Just an accident. We were on our way to the bank. Somebody fired a shot and spooked the team.
Looks to me like he was trying to pull something.
He wouldn't try to kill himself, would he?
Maybe not. But just in case, you two can cool off by walking back to the bank. Get moving.
Watch your step.
Put your hands up.
Helen.
I've been waiting a long time to see you.
Allan, put that gun down.
You killed my father. Now I'm gonna kill you.
No, you're not, miss. You just make things worse.
You're not gonna stop me, Marshal, if that's what you really are.
I am a lawman. This ought to convince you. Kind of a foolish thing to try, Miss Thornton.
It sure was. Now listen, Helen, Say, if Condor's men seen her coming here, our whole plan will be messed up.
They didn't, or we'd have heard from her by now. She probably slipped in during the runaway. Now that she's here, we gotta make sure they don't find her. Miss Thornton, there's a good chance you're wrong about Fred. I'm not so certain he did kill your father. We can find out for sure, and you can help us. You were the last one to see your father alive, weren't you?
Yes, right here in the bank. If only I hadn't left him.
Why did you leave him? What did he say to you? Think hard, it's important.
He told me to go get Mr. Sutton. He was the lawyer, and Fred and the sheriff.
He told you to get Sutton, did he?
Yes.
Sutton's in town right now.
You mean here?
That's right. He came in tonight.
Why did he want to see those three?
I don't know. But I wish I'd never gotten him to go see my father.
Did you get him in just that order?
Yes. I went over to Mr. Sutton's office first.
Did you see Sutton start for the bank?
Yes, I think so.
Fred, show me where Sutton's office was.
Sure, Rocky.
It's right over there. That's where Sutton was just before the killing.
Where did Helen find you?
Down the street in the general store.
Then you were lots further away.
Yeah. Well, then that cinches it. Sutton did have to.
going on?
We heard a shot out here.
I ain't deaf. Where's Mason?
In the bank.
You boys get back to your post. Let's join him. Come on.
Allan, get out of sight.
You all right, Mason?
Yeah, but I wouldn't want him to come any closer.
Who shot at you?
Lane here was moving out of town awful fast. My guess is he
Your
was...
guess is wrong. You took my guns, remember?
It wasn't Lane. The shot came from outside. Must have been one of your men, Condor.
Luke, tell the boys to be more careful with their shots. If I catch anyone taking a pot shot at Mason, he'll have to answer to me. My bullets don't miss.
You come out now. You three go down the back alley of the hotel. I'll meet you there. Keep to the shadows.
Going someplace, Sutton? You forgot this.
What are you going to do?
It all depends on how you answer some questions.
I'm not accountable to you, Lane, for anything that I... Miss Thornton.
Keep a lookout. Let me know if you see anybody coming. I want some straight answers. And if I don't get them, I'm going to turn you over to Condor. He's not going to like the idea of your pot shotting at Mason.
What do you want to know?
Who killed Thornton?
Why, Fred Mason, of course. He was convicted.
You were in the bank before Mason came in.
That doesn't prove anything.
It proved just this. That you killed Thornton. You saw a chance to pin it on Mason. That's really what happened. Isn't it, Mr. Sutton?
Of course not. You're just making wild guesses. What are you going to do?
You don't want to talk to me. Now you can talk to Condor.
Oh, you wouldn't. You're just bluffing.
Am I? I got nothing to lose. Not a thing.
No, but you can't. He'll kill me.
He probably will.
Oh, no, don't do it. I'll tell you.
Straight answers?
All right, I did kill Thornton, but it was an accident. We struggled for a gun.
Why did you kill him?
He found out about me and Condor. I was to help bury the money and tell Condor about it. Thornton was going to turn me over to the sheriff.
And you came back here to kill Fred because you were afraid he'd find out the truth. Nugget, find something to tie him up with.
Fred, I'm sorry.
It's all right, Allan. Six years. 6 long years in prison.
Take it easy, Fred. He's going to finish your term for you.
Well, I always knew Fred didn't do it.
Now, if we could just find the rest of the proof.
You mean the money?
Yeah. What did Thornton say to you that day at the bank?
Like I told you, he found out about me and Condor. He said he decided not to bury the money. He was going to leave town and take it with him.
If he was going to take it with him, where would he have put it?
I don't know.
Could he have gone to your house for a trunk or a valise?
No. Our things were all packed and had left the night before. Most everyone in town had gone.
How were you and your father going to leave?
I think Dad had hired a rig at the livery stable.
Where's the livery stable?
At the end of the street.
That rig is probably rotted away by this time. Besides, it would have looked there for it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Sutton here was the only one that knew the money was going to be taken out of town. Nugget, stay here with Helen. Keep your eye on him. Fred, come along with me. We're going to have a look at that livery stable.
All right, men. Round up a posse. Let's get started.
No luck, huh?
No, we're running out of time, Rocky. It's almost sunup.
Keep at it. Take that rig there.
Right.
Fred, come here.
Did you find something?
I don't know yet.
That's it. Nobody ever thought to look in there. What are we going to do with it?
Leave it right where it was. If they couldn't find it in 6 years of looking, there's not much chance of their finding it now. Come on.
Any luck? We found the money. Well, I'll be digged. Then the money was in the livery stable all the time.
Hold it down. It's going to stay there for a while, too. Now, if we could just get Condor to send you back to the relay station to meet that stage.
Well, I hope that sheriff was there with a big posse. Say, maybe we ought to go outside and call him, because that stage will be there pretty soon.
Yeah. There he comes.
Looks like he's got something other than stages on his mind.
Miss Allan, get behind that counter with Sutton. Keep out of sight.
All right, you've all had plenty of time to find that money. Now I'm going to use a little persuasion. Tie him up, Jake.
Wait a minute, Condor. I don't know about you, Mason, but I want to get out of here alive. You said you'd let us go if Fred found that money, right?
Yeah?
All right. We figure it's buried under the floor of the bank.
It's on the level, Mason?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Get some shovels and get over to the bank. Suppose you all come along and show me exactly where to dig.
Wait a minute. You're forgetting the old-timer here. The morning stage is due at the relay station. You don't send him back to meet it, we're apt to have the law on us before we get through digging.
That's right. They'll think it's mighty funny if I ain't around.
Yeah, I can't afford to take any chances. Blackie, get a couple of horses and bring them over to the bank. You can ride over with him. Let's go.
It ought to be someplace right around this post.
All right, old-timer, the horses are ready. Get going.
Yeah, sure.
He ain't going no place.
Since when are you giving orders around here, Luke?
Take a look.
She's Thornton's daughter. She's been here all night. And he's got my gun. And I'll tell you something else. They know where the money is. I heard them talking. They found it last night.
I know all about that. It's buried right here in the bank.
Oh, no, they're lying to you. They said it was in the livery stable.
In the livery stable, huh?
Yeah, that must be where Thornton hid it just before I shot him. He said he was going to take it out of town.
You shot Thornton?
I had to, Brit. Now you gotta believe me.
You dirty, double-crossing little...
No, you don't. I'll kill you if you come near me. I'll stay right there, all of you. I'm getting out of here, and you're not going to stop me.
Don't do it, Sutton. You'll be killed.
You're not fooling me, Lane, and you stay where you are. I'm getting out of here right now.
Sutton.
Let him go. Well, you warned him. If I don't get that money in exactly 10 minutes, the girl gets the same treatment Sutton got. Go with him, Luke.
Get it for him.
You three over in the hotel. Over there.
Hold it.
This won't do you any good, Lane. You saw what happened to Sutton.
Let us worry about that. Nugget, get some rope. Get over there. You ought to keep him there. Now stay close to me. We're going over to the livery stable.
Come on, quit stalling. My brother gave you 10 minutes, remember?
I'm looking.
Come on, come on.
Look, if I'll show you where it is, nothing's going to happen to the others.
No, but you better hurry up or you won't even be able to see him again. It's more like it.
Don't turn around, Luke. Drop that gun. Don't make any noise. It'll be the last you'll ever make. Put these saddlebags on Blackjack. Fast. Now do what I tell you. Move over to that door. Open it. Now call those men out of the buildings over there. Tell them to go to the saloon and get your brother. Go on, call him.
Harry! Slim! Go get Brit at the saloon right away! horses, quick! Give me a gun!
Over there. I'm going to try to head off the sheriff and the posse.
We heard shots at the relay station. What's going on?
It's the Condor gang, Sheriff.
Get me loose. Lane led us right into a sheriff's posse. They're heading this way now. Lane must be a lawman. Give me your gun and get my horse.
Coming in for you, Condor. Your brother's right in front of me. Get rid of that gun.
Brit, do like he says.
Go on.
Brit, can you hear me? Don't shoot!
Move on. Throw out your gun, Brit.
No! No, Brit, don't!
You're under arrest, Condor. You know, Fred, you're one prisoner I'm glad I don't have to take back. Condor and his men are going to take your place.
Thanks, Rocky. It's going to be good to start over again here in Silver City.
It's getting to look like the old town again. More people moving back every day.
Good luck with your bank, Miss Thornton.
Lady bank president. Ha! Just don't make sense.
You're right, Nugget. That's why I'm turning it over to Fred. I'm going to be just plain Mrs. Fred Mason.
Ha!
Well, congratulations. That's fine.
Sure wish you could stay for the wedding.
Well, so do I, Fred, but I got to be getting back. Good luck to you both.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Rocky.
Thank you.